Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having an awesome day 3 of the Ecom Scaling Secrets Summit. We've had an incredible morning. So I'm excited to go live today. But first off, let me just give a quick update. Many of you are here in the group, coming into the group right now from the summit, all the reminders, and expecting to have a special guest on here, Michael Walding of Next Level Services. Michael's an awesome guy. And, it's unfortunate that I have to announce this, but unfortunately, he had something come up that was a big emergency, and he's unable to be on this live stream today with me. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give you a mini class on my methodology on the Arm5 Formula, which is my trademarked unique methodology that no other e-com businesses or entrepreneurs have and use to scale e-com businesses. And I've been doing this since early 2013. So I've been doing this for quite some time, for over 8 years. So I have a lot of experience in implementing the right strategies, the right processes, the right marketing, and managing that whole aspect as well. This way, you get the best possible results by knowing what's working and what isn't throughout a business. I have a lot of experience that went into creating the Arm5 Formula. And so I'm gonna use this opportunity to really just deliver a lot of value, a lot of impact, and to go over what the Arm5 Formula is, what it's about, and how it can impact your business and your success here in 2021. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and then we are going to dive in. So give me 1 second here. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and kick things off. So this Arm5 Formula mini class is going to go over how to create a predictable, profitable, and scalable e-com business with my Arm5 Formula without wasting your valuable time or money. So by the end of this mini class, you'll have the potential to turn your business into a successful, predictable, and scalable e-commerce business. And give me like a hell yes, or give me a comment, or give me a heart if you want a successful, predictable, and scalable e-commerce business. Because when you have that, an e-commerce business can truly be life-changing. That's what I want for you. That is my goal. But you have to meet me halfway. So you have to be open-minded, you have to pay attention, and you have to ask questions after you have gone through this with me. So also on top of that, the most important thing is you need to take action and do the work. Do the work. Action is everything when it comes to getting your business to where you want it to be. So first off, let me introduce you to my strategy, my process, my methodology, the Arm5 Formula. Now this formula stands for authority, reciprocity, and monetization. And then the 5 profit amplifiers, which is persuasion, trust, the authority engine, testing matrix, and monetization. Now, the Arm5 Formula is essentially a system. It's a system of marketing systems that are needed in every e-com business to maximize success from all forms of traffic. Now, when the majority of these systems are in place, it makes digital advertising traffic, like from Facebook, from Google, easy, okay? It makes it much easier because these systems all help you get the most impact from your traffic and your digital advertising as well, which is a form of traffic. And it's the #1 form of traffic because it's the form of traffic that is in your control the most versus other forms of traffic like influencer marketing or SEO, organic. Those forms of marketing are great, but they're not consistent. They're not predictable. Paid traffic is, and you can turn the volume up when you want to get more and more results. But to do that, you have to have these systems, these 9 key systems in place that you see here on screen: content marketing, follow-up systems, acquiring customers cost effectively, affiliate utilization, budget allocation, omni-channel strategy, customer monetization, customer activation, and also ad scaling techniques, okay? Now in this mini class, we're gonna cover these 5 though. We're gonna cover these 5 because these 5 are gonna provide a lot of impact from this presentation today. So our clients, so I have an agency, CBO Acceleration, where we charge clients $5,000, $10,000 per month, plus a performance bonus every single month. So it's a we only work with certain companies that are really good fits for us, that are already successful, and we help them scale and grow even further. And with our methodology, we've seen clients experience a 900%, 9-to-1 return on their advertising on average. So we took this metric at the end of last year, and we've seen some incredible results with the Arm5 formula with our clients. And here are some examples. So Tony Martin here, of Martin Clinic, for example, he saw a 1,524% return on ad spend in the first 6 months of working with us. He spent about $22,000 and some change to get a $322,000 return. So he saw a massive, massive return. After that, we saw more and more wins coming from that relationship. We helped his company also do $145,000 in just one day from his marketing. And as you can see, we saw some incredible ROI, some incredible results. He only spent $1,564 on ads on that one day that he made back $145,000. That was a massive, massive return. And again, because of the Arm5 formula. Or Black Friday 2019, he saw a massive return too, $330,000. I'm rounding up a little bit, but he only spent $4,400 on ads. He saw a massive return of 6,348%. But that's not the only testimonials and results that we've generated. We've worked with hundreds of companies since 2013. Here are some others. Kathy Guggenhauer of Expert VA Coaching and Training, she saw a 789.52% ROI consistently from Facebook ads with the Arm5 formula. And when she came to us, she was probably as frustrated as you are with Facebook ads, and she couldn't get Facebook ads to work, and she wasn't very technical, and she didn't want to do any of it. And we led her to get this result in her business, and it blew her mind, and she was able to change her mindset about Facebook ads. Or Darren Weber of Fast Home Sales, he saw a 1,490.07% ROI from Facebook and Google ads with us because of the Arm5 formula. And this is another example. Before he came to us, he was also very frustrated. He didn't think Facebook and Google ads could work for his type of business. Well, we surprised him, we changed his mind, and we helped him get results from ad channels that he didn't think were possible for his type of business. Or how about Mike Reynolds here? Mike Reynolds had frustrations with his marketing, frustrations with his advertising, and he didn't really have good processes in place, and he needed some help. He wanted to make more money from his marketing. And so one of the first wins that we helped him with was we put together a promotional strategy using our activation funnel system that's part of the Arm5 formula. And we ran it, and he saw $132,000 in sales in 7 days off of only $2,500 in ads. So he saw a huge return right away with the Arm5 formula. Or how about Geeta Sidhu Rob of Nosh Detox? She saw a yearly 237% increase from year to year in her company by working with me on an earlier iteration of the Arm5 formula before I even called it that. Or Wardy Harmon of No Fins Traditional Cooking School. She said, and I quote, I ROI'd 8 times. I didn't even say that right. I ROI'd 8 times with Josh, and I can't think of any other time when that has ever happened to me. Okay. So, and those are just some examples, some testimonials. I've got others, but I don't want to keep going on and on about the things that we've done with the Arm5 formula, because this is about you. But I really wanted to do that because I wanted to get your attention. Do I have it? Do I have your attention now? Because this can be super impactful if I have your attention and if you pay attention to this entire presentation. Now, I know this sounds too good to be true already, but it is true, as you can see from those results. So this is possible. Those results are possible in your business. It all comes down to your mindset first, and then it comes down to your strategy and your process and your implementation, okay? And this will give you a lot of help with all of that. Now, if you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Josh Marsden. I am an MBA graduate. I'm also the author of 2 awesome books that I recommend that you check out, Facebook Advertising Trends and Strategies for E-Commerce 2019 and 2020 edition. 2020 edition made #1 in 11 international markets on day 1 of release last year in June. I'm also the owner of CVO Acceleration Marketing Performance Agency, and I started in early 2013 after receiving an ultimatum by an employer to change my schedule with my son. And I'm a single dad. I have 50-50 custody with my son's mother. And back in 2013, I was picking him up from preschool, and I asked a new employer if I could leave at 5 p.m. 1 to 3 times a week, and they gave me a hard time about it. And after a few weeks of stringing along the situation, they finally gave me an ultimatum and said that I'd have to change my schedule to stay there. And so at that point, I made the decision. I made the decision that I was going to dive into business. I was going to dive into entrepreneurship, and I wasn't going to look back, and I was going to be successful at it. And now fast forward, it's now 2021, and I've built my business. I've grown my business year after year. I've helped hundreds of e-commerce businesses scale and grow, and I'm continuing to do that as well. I've got a massive mission over the next 3 years to help tens of thousands of e-commerce businesses scale and grow by using my Arm5 formula. And I'm very blessed, very fortunate that I've learned from some well-known marketers today in digital marketing, like Ryan Dice and the digital marketer team, or Ryan Levesque, who you're gonna hear from here in a little bit in the summit, Todd Brown, Dan Kennedy, Perry Marshall, Keith Krantz, Jason Hornung, and many others. And as I mentioned before, my company gets paid $5,000 to $10,000 plus per month by e-com companies to have my team implement, manage, and maintain the Arm5 formula. But I also train, coach, and mentor e-com business owners so they can discover how to implement the Arm5 formula to similar results themselves through my Arm5 Formula Accelerator and my Arm5 Formula Elite Mastermind. Okay. Now enough about me. Let's move on. Now I already mentioned that I'm the author of these 2 books, and I didn't go over this yet, so let me dive into this. So the Arm5 formula came to be because we saw consistent strategies that were working with our clients at the agency over the last several years. And we started replicating those processes and those systems with all the clients that we were working with and the new clients that we were getting, and we were seeing similar results. And so that's how the Arm5 formula came to be. It came to be because we were doing what we do in the agency with our marketing, with our advertising, and we were seeing consistency, and we traced it back to some very specifics that were being done with our best clients. And then we started to replicate what was being done with our best clients. And then we started seeing that there was a process. And that process is what became into the, that process is what became the Arm5 formula, okay? Now, let me explain a little bit about the Arm5 formula, and you're gonna wonder, why is this billboard being shown? What is he talking about now? So now the reason why I bring up this billboard is because I just wanna kind of show you an example of something that gets people's attention, okay? So this gets people's attention because obviously it's saying sex. Now that we have your attention, eat at Subway. So Facebook wanted, at one point years ago, they wanted businesses to get away from this type of advertising that was basically inappropriate. I mean, there wasn't people advertising sex, but they were just advertising where they were not wanted, meaning that there was lots of businesses years ago that were showing ads at the wrong time to the wrong person. And it was pushing people away from Facebook. People were reporting back to Facebook that they didn't like all these ads that they were seeing in their feed because it was not relevant to them. And that's exactly what this is here. That's what this represents. It represents the way businesses used to advertise, and businesses are still making this mistake today. They're still making the mistake of advertising to the wrong people at the wrong time and just basically showing an offer too early in the marketing process for your business. So that's what I'm teaching you, is that you need a well-rounded, full funnel marketing strategy that respects the prospect's customer journey with your Facebook ads. And what you are possibly doing that many businesses are doing that's a mistake is you're selling your offer at the wrong time at an expensive cost to acquire a prospect. So if you've been running ads and you're running an offer as a first touch, as a first ad that someone sees, and you're getting some sales, but the cost per customer is really high, then this is super relevant to you, okay? Or if you haven't even gotten to that point where you've received customers, where you're generating customers profitably on a consistent basis, then this is definitely super relevant to you as well. Now, have you spent money on advertising and not experienced ROI before? I mean, we all have. I've done it. I mean, everybody has. And if you're in that position, then this is going to help you as well. And here's the bottom line. Your strategy and your execution is 110% why this is happening. And I know that there will be many business owners and marketers that are going to see this presentation and they're going to break their computer screens like Chris Pratt here, because they wasted time and money doing things the wrong way before learning this formula, this methodology, the Arm5 formula. So why the Arm5 formula? Well, it's first off, the number one medium, as I mentioned before, to scale an e-commerce business is with advertising, because it's paid traffic. It's what you have control over. Also, businesses today need both brand and direct response marketing to thrive and be successful with advertising. And then Facebook advertising requires businesses to show relevant ads, which takes a proper marketing strategy and not a direct to offer strategy. Every business also needs a well-prepped marketing strategy and customer value journey. Producing ROI from advertising takes more than just good advertising. Advertising is actually relatively easy. There's more to it. You need to have good sales pages, good offers, good messaging, good copy, good checkout process, good upsells, good downsells. You know, it really comes down to this next point. Funnel marketing is key to acquiring and profiting from advertising. And also content marketing is needed to acquire prospects in a proper marketing funnels awareness stage. And follow-up marketing strategies and systems are keys to maximizing monetization of all clicks, leads, and customers from traffic, such as advertising, okay? So why is digital advertising the number one traffic channel? Well, as I mentioned before, it comes down to control. It comes down to predictability. It comes down to scalability, being able to turn up the volume when you want more traffic. And the marketing practice of creating a name, symbol, or design that identifies and differentiates a product from other products, this is brand marketing. An effective brand strategy gives you a major edge in increasingly competitive markets. And there's more and more people all the time starting up e-commerce businesses. So competition is rising and has been rising and will continue to rise. And so you have to have a really good strategy, a really good process. You have to be able to use both brand marketing, which you see here, and also direct response marketing. So how can you use brand marketing? So you need to create a content marketing strategy that serves a specific audience that you've researched is the ideal audience to sell to. You also want to research what topics your specific audience cares about, searches for, and will click on when presented with valuable content. You also want to create a consistent system of content that grows your brand in the eyes of your market. You also want to use a proper customer value journey that provides a brand experience from first touch all the way until they receive the product, and the follow-up process is after that as well. And then finally, you want to use follow-up marketing, retargeting ads, emails, etc., to stay top of mind and to continue to provide value. Okay, so let me summarize here. So this is a competitive edge for the businesses that really adopt this form of marketing effectively in conjunction with everything else that you're going to see here today. So most e-com businesses are not using great brand marketing in their marketing mix to attract new prospects to their brand. So, but with you doing this, you're going to be differentiating your brand versus your competition in your market. Okay, so what you see here is the customer value journey. So this is a big part of the brand, your brand. And this is a process you should have in your business. You should really think through and then implement because every business needs a journey that you take someone through from awareness all the way into becoming a promoter after they've become a customer and they've received value from your business. You should have this process in your business to have a true brand story and journey represented in your business, okay? So this process is simple. It's awareness to engagement, to subscribe, which is becoming a lead, to convert, which is becoming a customer, to excite, which is delivering a great experience right away, to ascend, to offering more value, more products, more offers, whether it's digital, whether it's physical, whether it's services, to advocating, which is getting them to advocate for your business, to recruiting them as promoters, as brand ambassadors. That is the customer value journey. Okay, so let's talk about direct response marketing. Okay, so there's two different forms of marketing here, brand and direct response. They're both important. Direct response is a little bit more important because of the fact that it leads to a result. So let me explain. Direct response marketing is a type of sales technique designed to evoke an on-the-spot response and encourage a prospective customer to take action by opting in to the advertiser's offer. Now, unlike other marketing types, the direct response type requires little or no time waiting to see measurable results, okay? So you can measure direct response marketing. Brand marketing, you really can't measure. You can't measure brand marketing, but it is important and it is impactful. But direct response marketing, you can measure and you can see the direct result from using this type of marketing. Okay, so this is a competitive edge. Most e-com businesses are not great at using direct response copywriting and creative to get results. So how can you use direct response marketing to differentiate your business from other competitors in your market? You can create compelling free and paid offers that have high perceived value to your target audience. You can create marketing messaging based on market research on your target audience that is compelling and also persuasive. You can have a compelling big idea behind your product or brand. For example, my friend co-owns True Earth, which is a laundry detergent company. But the difference between his company and others is that it's not liquid, it's not in a plastic case that just gets thrown out and then gets deposited in the world, which is, not good for the world. It's not good for the ecological system out there. True Earth uses recyclable packaging, and also it uses strips instead of liquid that you could put into your washer that dissolve. So that's their big idea. They're solving a problem in the world, which is how other laundry detergent companies are selling products that are not contributing to the world in a positive way. Or Tesla, same thing, okay? Everybody is familiar with Tesla. Tesla creates, electric cars, which saves gas, which saves, emissions, which saves the ozone layer, which saves, the world and, climate control and, temperatures going up across the world. So Tesla has that big idea. So you have to create that too. You have to create a compelling big idea about your product or your brand. You also have to know when and where to show direct response marketing based on the customer value journey, that process that I showed you. You want to show the right marketing at the right time based on that process. And then finally, you want to use follow-up marketing, retargeting ads, emails, etc., to convert prospects and customers to your direct response marketing, okay? All right, so let me touch on what a big idea is. And I kind of already did that with True Earth and Tesla, but I'm going to just explain this a little bit as well. So a big idea is an idea that is intriguing from an intellectual level, and also, or it could be an intellectual basis, and so it appeals to both the head and also the heart, okay? So here's an example, another one. So the Arm5 Formula, it's a big idea. A lot of the Arm5 Formula is somewhat fundamental when you really are a seasoned digital marketer. But for people that are not seasoned digital marketers, that don't have that marketing intelligence because they just don't have the experience and they don't have a background in marketing, in e-commerce, this helps them tremendously because it delivers the fundamentals in addition to some advanced strategies and processes as well. But this framework that I wrap that around, that's a big idea. That's what the Arm5 Formula is. It's a big idea for our marketing, okay? Okay, so let's talk about customer acquisition for a moment. So customer acquisition comes down to showing great offers at the right time to the right person with the right message, okay? And you always want to start with that first step, which is the awareness stage. And then after that, you must continue to publish valuable research-backed content consistently to your market to keep attracting people to your brand. Now, how do you do that? You do content research. There's a few different ways you can do that. I'm going to introduce a few different ways here. So for one, you can apply a lot of the ask method principles from Ryan Levesque, which you're going to hear from in the summit. He is the next session that's going to be going live this afternoon. And there's some key processes in his process that allow you to go to a cold market or your existing market, and you take them through a specific process that's called a deep dive survey, where you attract them to the survey using some specific marketing mechanisms. You get them to take the survey, and then you have all this qualitative data, all this feedback that you can now use to truly understand your market and how to communicate with them with compelling messaging that's going to get them to become a lead and a customer in your business. It's a impactful process, tremendous. It's something that I teach in my program and something that we do in my agency as well. And then Semrush, here's another example. So this is a paid tool, but the nice thing about Semrush is it can give you your content research very, very quickly. So it saves you a lot of time, which is why it's a paid tool. And it has other features as well for SEO and paid traffic and things like that. Amazon, now this is a free process. So you can go to Amazon and you can actually go into a product that's just like yours or your product specifically, and you can look at all the reviews of that product. And that's going to give you research. That's going to give you research on the market that's attracted to your product, why they bought your product, why they didn't like that product, what concerns that they had about that product. That's going to give you all the intel, all the intelligence you need to be able to improve your marketing messaging. And also, I'm going to add to this too. So I recently found this tool, and it's a tremendous tool. I talked about it actually in a Facebook Live last week here in the group. So you can use a Chrome extension called Helium 10 to be able to go to an Amazon listing and to instantly, like at the click of a button, export all the reviews from a product into a Google Sheet very quickly, very, very easily. So you can get all that research very quickly, very easily, instead of doing it one by one per review, which is awesome. So I highly recommend you try that out. And then Reddit. Reddit is also another place to get content research. You can go to Reddit. You can explore different threads that are related to your product and the pain point that your product solves, and you can find out what people are saying, and you can use that material in your messaging as well. Okay, so you've got a lot there. You can also get in front of your audience with Facebook Live, like what I'm doing today. Here's an Semrush example. So let's just say that we're selling detox products. We can go into Semrush. We can go into topic research underneath content marketing dashboard. We can type in detox, and then all of a sudden we have all these different topics that we can really focus on: blood pressure, lose weight, digestive system, healthcare, green tea, heart disease. These are all linked to detox as the keyword that people are searching for. And that's the central keyword in my business as an example. And now what I can do is I can use all these different titles that they give you even, such as underneath blood pressure, they've got 3 titles. They've got detox diets. Do they work? Are they healthy? That's the first title. You can use that in an article that you prepare for your business. And that's valuable content that you can use to attract people organically through SEO and also through digital advertising with Facebook advertising, okay? And the nice thing about content is it helps you tremendously. Let me go over how it helps your business when you use content at the top of your marketing as a first touch before you move them down your marketing into becoming a lead and a customer. So for one, it gives your brand competitive positioning. If you have content you're publishing on a consistent basis is really good, valuable content that people love, that people are consuming, that people are engaging with, commenting on, or they're signing up for a lead magnet, or they're purchasing a product because of that content, it's going to give you a competitive positioning because other businesses in your market that are selling something similar or the same, they're not doing the work or the content isn't as good, okay? Also, it provides trust. When people get value from you, from your content, it gives them a sense of trust. They're building a relationship with you and your brand. It also positions you. It positions you as the expert in the topic that your business really focuses on. For example, if you're selling detox products, then you want to position yourself as the expert in detoxing the body. And so all your content's all about that. And that gives you competitive positioning. It builds trust with people that first become engaged with your brand, that first find your brand. And it also positions you as the leader in your industry. And so people are much more open and receptive to your offers and also the price point of your offers as well. And that's my next point. So it gives your brand high perceived value. And then that parlays into the products you sell. Now you don't have to compete on price. Now you're competing on value, and you're also creating a perception in your market. Like, for example, you've got Honda, you've got BMW. They both sell cars, right? There's some differences between the two, but at the same time, they both get people from point A to point B. They both do basically the same thing. But people spend 2 to 3 times more on a BMW versus Honda. And it's not just because of the features, it's not because of all that. It's because the brand is positioned as an industry leader. And that's exactly what you could be doing as well with your e-commerce business with content in the Arm5 formula, okay? So here's an example. Here is a real world example. So here is a company that we worked with for quite some time that saw a lot of success, as I went over earlier today. And this is a awareness ad. This is that first touch, that first ad someone sees. And we've done research. We know that their market really cares about several different topics, but one of those topics is really making sure that they protect their brain health. And so we had a very good article written on brain health and how to protect and age-proof your brain. And then we showed an ad targeting the right people, the right audience based on our research. We showed them an ad with that content, so this way they can click through and they can go to that blog article. And that's what this ad is here on the right, okay? And what you see here too are the stats. So look at the stats here. You had a CTR, a click-through rate of 27.27%, which is huge. And the amount spent was only $234. But look how much money he made from this ad. This ad actually made 10 times that, $2,347 underneath website purchases conversion value. And the reason why is because of this entire process, the Arm5 formula process. That first touch gets the click, and then there's other things that happen after the click that lead to someone purchasing and becoming a customer. And that goes back to the ROI that a company sees from this ad specifically, okay? So this is huge. This can make a massive impact to every e-commerce business, okay? So it's creating awareness primarily to cold traffic prospects, okay? And then with retargeting ads, that's the key. With retargeting ads, we're able to move people further down through the customer value journey and eventually monetize this traffic. And that's why you saw this return, is because this is the first touch, this is the first click. But then after people click, now we have them in our marketing, and we can now show them a different ad, an offer, whether it's a lead magnet offer to get the lead, to get the email address, or a paid offer to get them to become a customer for the first time. But now we have them in our marketing, and we're not showing them an ad when they don't know anything about us. They know us, they've received value from us. And that's why we see a bigger return when we use the Arm5 formula with companies that we work with, okay? All right, so as you saw with that specific example, that was a 1,000% ROI, so 10x ROI. But typically we see a break even or a positive ROI from these awareness ads. So the 10x isn't a normal example. It's usually somewhere between a 1 and a 2, okay? So that's break even to 2x the ad spend on those types of ads, okay? But that was an example that I just wanted to show you. So how do we get awareness clicks? We give people a reason to see value from your brand and click. And to do that, you need to identify your audience's interests, pain points, and desires. You have to do research using Google Analytics, Semrush, market research surveys, just like what I showed you. And when we did this with Martin Clinic, brain aging came up. And then we were able to create a really, really good article with good copywriting, with a good headline, 5 things that age your brain faster and increases the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. That's going to get people's response, especially if we're targeting, the right audience. Let's just say people that are 45 and above, especially 55 and above, that really care about this topic. It's going to attract them. They're going to stop. They're going to read. That's the job of a headline, to get them to stop and then read, okay? And when you do this consistently and you amplify its attention using Facebook ads, it can lead to this type of result. So now what you're looking at here is you're looking at purely awareness ads. These are all awareness ads. These are a certain percent of this company's overall Facebook advertising, okay? It's usually between 10 and 30%, depending on where your business is at and how much awareness you need to generate at the top of your funnel, okay? But in this case, we've got all these awareness ads, and I just want to show you that this stuff works. This company spent $11,000 in awareness ads, and they made back $44,793. So they saw a massive return, as you can see, in doing awareness ads and using the Arm5 formula. That was a 4x return on their advertising on ads that are not selling, okay? All right, so you just need a process to follow. So you're doing this consistently and effectively to get similar results in your business. And as you can see with these results, believe in it and dedicate 30 to 50% of your advertising budget towards it. I know I said 10 to 30%, I was a little off there. It's actually 30 to 50%. Again, it's depending on where your business is at. If you already have a brand that's recognized, then you don't need to do 50% of your overall monthly budget on awareness. If you have a brand that doesn't have recognition though, then you probably do want to have closer to 50% of your ads, your advertising budget each month being dedicated to awareness and getting people to become aware of your brand, okay? And by doing this, you'll see a reduction. You'll see a reduction in the cost per click and also your cost per 1,000 impressions and your cost per lead and also your cost per acquisition, which is your cost per customer, because that first click using content is going to be much cheaper than the first click being from an offer ad by a significant margin, okay? And that's going to make running Facebook ads more effective, profitable, and scalable as well by doing that. Okay, so the next stage in the customer value journey is the engagement stage. And then after that, you've got the subscribe stage. And the subscribe stage is a stage that's often overlooked by a lot of e-commerce businesses. And you shouldn't overlook this stage because this can lead to customers, this can lead to revenue. Because when you have good follow-up, then those leads are going to build a relationship and continue to build a relationship, and they're going to become buyers at some point. And on top of that, it's cheaper to acquire a lead than it is to acquire a customer. And when you build up your email list, you're building up a valuable internal asset that you have 100% control over. And you can use email marketing, you can use SMS marketing, you can use all sorts of different marketing on that list that you own versus using, for example, a Facebook ad audience. That's an audience you don't own. Email list you do own. And that's why you don't want to overlook using lead magnets to get more and more leads in your business, okay? And here are some lead magnet types that you can use to attract people, to get more people becoming leads in your database. You can use a report guide, you can use a toolkit resource list, you can use a software download trial, you can use a quiz survey, you can use any of these. Discount, free shipping, step one in the order form technically is that, but it's not really something you could drive people to. So all these work really, really well. And some quick wins here that you can get when it comes to lead conversion is you can install one of these two softwares into your store if you're using Shopify, which most people are. Wheelio and Let's Spin. Both of those are great plugins for getting roughly between 8 to 10% of all visitors to your site to become leads, 100% automatically, okay? So definitely check out Wheelio or Let's Spin to get more leads coming into your business. Okay, now you also have to identify what you can afford to pay for a customer. And a lot of businesses, when they're inexperienced, they make this mistake and they don't really have their numbers. They don't know their numbers and they don't know what they can afford to spend on a customer. So you need something like this. You need a ROAS calculator. For example, if I plug in that the average order value is $100 and the average cost of goods sold is $50, and I want to make at least a break even on that, and my return rate is about 10%. So that tells me that in order for me to get at least a break even on my advertising, I need to make sure that my ROAS in my advertising, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Google, doesn't matter what ad channel, I need to make sure my ROAS is at 222%, 2.22. I also need to make sure that my cost per customer coming in from digital advertising is $45 or lower, okay? $45 is my threshold because that's my break even, okay? All right, and then also you wanna really document your funnel process. Whether you're using an actual funnel or whether you're using your website as your funnel, either way, you need to document and track step by step the conversion rates and the performance of your funnel. You also need to have a really good product funnel. You have to continue to review this and add additional products. This way you can add more value that you're providing to your customers, and you're getting people to spend more and more money as they move up the ladder, which is going to help you increase your ROI from your advertising and the customers you've acquired from your advertising. It's going to increase your customer lifetime value, which gives you a very successful, thriving, growing business, because customer lifetime value is going to continue to grow as you get more and more customers, which is going to feed more and more revenue and profit into your business, because that's the back end. You're not even spending any money on that aspect when you're using email marketing, for example. So you really want to have a good value ladder in your business to be able to maximize the return on ad spend from your advertising and to increase and maximize your customer lifetime value. Okay, so let me go over some product funnel keys just to summarize some takeaways here. So one, you want to use one-click upsell and downsell pages in your e-commerce business to be able to maximize your average order value of any customers that come into your business. You can do that with one-click upsell by Zipify for Shopify, or you can do that with ClickFunnels plus App Trends, which integrates with Shopify. Some examples here, you can offer more of the same. For example, buy two, get one free, or buy two, save X%. Those are some examples. Also offer complementary products that complement the main product that was just sold. For example, if you sell a teeth whitening kit, then something complementary to that would be toothpaste or floss, for example. Also offer subscriptions, bundles, and other higher price valuable offers towards the top of your product funnel to maximize average order value. So you should have upsells, several, and towards the end of that, subscriptions, bundles, and other higher price valuable offers are awesome at the top. Also have automated follow-up marketing campaigns and more to get customers to buy more from your business. And then finally, when average order value is maximized, you can afford a higher cost per acquisition, which is cost per customer, when advertising to get customers. So that's why all this is so important, because it maximizes average order value. Okay, so what are some customer acquisition funnels? Okay, so here are the 4 most common customer acquisition funnels for e-commerce companies. You've got the splinter offer funnel, where you drive people to a lead magnet, then you show them an offer on the thank you page, and then they go to the order form to purchase that offer, and then you take them through an upsell and downsell sequence, okay? You've got the simple survey funnel, where you drive people to a questionnaire, and then after that, you drive them to a lead capture to give them the results of that questionnaire, and then you drive them to a sales page where you give them the results of that questionnaire, and you position your offer that's relevant based on where they ended up from that questionnaire. Then after that, they go to the order form, and then after that, they go into several different pathways, but the most common is the bottom one, where you take them into upsells and downsells. You also have the magic question funnel. And this is where you drive them to a lead capture where you're offering something, or you could skip that entirely and you drive them to a questions page. And you have a good message or a good video that presents a question, the ideal question that you want prospects to answer yes to. And then after that, then they go directly to an order form to purchase the product that you're positioning in that question page. And then after that, they go into another questionnaire, and then they go to a thank you page. Okay, and then this one too. So this one is what you saw with Martin Clinic. This is driving people to a blog post, and then from the blog post, they go to a sales page to purchase a product that's being advertised on the blog post, and then they go to an order form, and then they go into upsells and downsells. Those are the 4 most common customer acquisition funnels, and I guarantee you that at least one of these is relevant to your e-commerce business. Now, you also want to use email, SMS, ads, and Facebook Messenger marketing, because those are all keys for maximizing conversions, because that allows you to follow up with people. So this way you're not just counting on the first touch, the first opportunity. And when you have retargeting ads working effectively and well using the Arm5 formula, this is an example of the type of results that you can see from your Facebook advertising. This is all of our retargeting with one specific campaign and all these different ad sets, and we spent $2,135, and we made back $230,000 for a significant return of 108.17, which is literally 10,000% return. Okay, that's huge. And that's what you can possibly get with the Arm5 formula and the execution of the Arm5 formula and our help. So here are some keys when it comes to customer acquisition. Use the customer value journey properly to show the right offer at the right time to prospects. Use content marketing to acquire prospects cost effectively and to position your brand. Know your metrics, your cost per acquisition, your average order value, your customer lifetime value, so you know what you can afford to pay for a customer. And then use funnels for new customer acquisition versus typical store websites, so you have control. You have control over where you are taking a prospect. So you have much more control in a funnel versus a typical e-commerce site with a catalog of products, because what you're doing there is you're presenting way too many options, and people, they tend to get overloaded when you present too many options, and you lose conversion opportunities. And you don't want to do that when you're spending money on the click, when you're spending money on advertising. That's why you want to use a funnel. That's why you want to drive people to a sales page with one offer, to make it simple and to make it easy for someone to say yes, okay? And then you also want to use a proper product funnel strategy to monetize customers and maximize return on ad spend. You also want to track your funnel steps conversions to optimize conversions and reverse engineer performance. And you also want to test free and self-liquidating offers for acquiring leads and customers before selling flagship offers, okay? And then finally, constantly test and consistently report performance to optimize conversions, key performance indicators, and return on ad spend ROAS, okay? And then finally, here's some acquisition follow-up automation keys. Use abandoned cart emails, SMSs, and Facebook Messenger sequences to get prospects to return to your cart and complete his or her purchase. Use ascension ladder, upsell, downsell, and cross-sell emails, SMSs, text messages, and Facebook Messenger sequences to get customers to purchase more within a 4 to 7 day window of their purchase. Use trust building indoctrination sequences to establish a relationship the moment a new lead comes into your database. And then use new customer welcome experience sequences to provide a high quality brand experience that gets customers to want to purchase again, okay? All right, so let's dive into customer activation, okay? This is another system in the Arm5 formula. So customer activation comes down to segmenting your audience and list by purchasing behavior, so you can activate buying behavior before leads go dead. Without customer activation strategies, you're only covering the surface of your opportunities. And to properly maximize every click, lead, and customer that you acquire from all traffic sources, especially digital advertising, customer activation strategies are a must, okay? So this is led by this rule, and this is not just a rule that ties into activation funnel systems in your business. This should be your rule in your business. The more offers that you make, the more money you make, okay? So and this is true. This is 100% true that the more offers you make, the more money you make. And you definitely want to adopt that in your marketing. So what's the #1 customer activation strategy used by successful businesses? Well, it's the sale. It's offering sales. I'm sure you've noticed that some of your most popular retail stores, online and offline, they're always offering a sale. They're always doing a sale, and there's a reason for that. It's because people like a reason to buy. And by you running sales consistently throughout the year, based on holidays, based on special dates, etc., you're giving people a reason to become a customer or to come back and purchase again. And that's why running sales consistently throughout the year is key to being able to grow your business and maximize your ROI from your advertising and your traffic, okay? And here's an example. So, we with our companies that we work with, whether it's in the mentorship program, the Accelerator, or whether it's the Done For You agency side, we're preaching promotions and we're running promotions or making sure people run promotions on a consistent basis because promotions yield results. And in this example, we had a campaign that we were running for a specific promotion here, and we only spent $928, and this company made back $59,000, which was a 6,300% ROI from advertising, 6,380% to be exact. So this really, really works because the reason why is there's a lot of reasons why, but for one, it's because you're following up with people, and these people you've already acquired. So you're not paying as much for showing them an ad because you've already acquired them. They're already in your marketing because this is a retargeting, a follow-up process, a follow-up strategy. You're also using email, which doesn't really cost you any money. You're also using text messaging, which costs you very little. So all that contributes to getting this type of results. And also segmentation, being able to see the people that haven't purchased in a while in your marketing system, whether you're using Klaviyo or ActiveCampaign. When you segment appropriately, you see who hasn't purchased in over 30 days and who is primed for this type of offer and who to target. And then you can export those people. You can run ads to them. You can show them an email campaign sequence over a week. You can target them specifically, which will give you the biggest impact to your bottom line, as you can see here. Okay. Here's another example. So this is another promotion we ran. So in this case, this company spent $5,800. This is actually Mother's Day last year, and they made back $165,000 from their advertising by running a Mother's Day promotion. So they made a huge return of 2,545%. So this stuff really, really works. Okay. Now, to be able to pull this off, for one, you have to have a plan in the form of a promotional calendar for the next 12 months pre-planned, and you have to have the templates, systems, and processes to pull it off smoothly. Because if you're like any other CEO out there, you're already overwhelmed with all the tasks, all the responsibilities you have in your business. You already have enough on your plate. You're probably waving the help flag from time to time. Okay, and then on top of that, you are not Superman as well, or Superwoman. So you can't put all that on your plate, and you have to realize that you can't do all that yourself, and you need processes and systems, and you need to focus on the right activities at the right time as you're growing your business. So the number one most common activation funnel for e-commerce companies is this funnel here. It's driving people to a sales page with a specific offer, or it could be like a catalog that's themed. For example, we've got Mother's Day coming up, so you drive people to a Mother's Day page that has all these different Mother's Day products, and then from there, they go through the checkout, they go to the order form, they check out, and then they go through upsells, and they go through downsells. So a fairly basic funnel, but very, very effective when it's done well, okay? So here are some keys on the activation funnel. So the more offers that you make, the more money that you make, okay? That should be the guiding principle in your business. Use a promo calendar 12 months in advance to plan ahead, holidays, niche-themed holidays, seasons, etc. Use templates, systems, and processes to pull these off effectively. Use a proper product funnel so you can properly maximize average order value from every customer that comes through. And then use digital advertising, emails, SMS marketing, and Facebook Messenger marketing to drive traffic. Capture the email on the sales page in a pop-up to follow up with people interested that have not purchased. So when you drive people to that first page, have a pop-up that captures their email and then takes them to the order form, okay? Use one-click upsells, downsells, and cross-sell pages for best conversion and optimization practices. Use follow-up sequences of emails, SMSs, and ads to maximize conversions. Use email marketing segmentation to capture actions and behavior data in your email list. And then this is optional, but target prospects that haven't ever purchased and have seen follow-up marketing for 90 plus days, along with customers that haven't purchased for 90 plus days if your list is above 5,000. This is optional. This process, this strategy works either way in businesses. But if you have grown quite a bit and you don't want to cannibalize your best customers and get them to go buy from a sale, and you want to keep them buying at regular price, for example, then you do need to start segmenting and then running this part of your marketing in a segmented fashion, targeting these people, not your best customers, okay? Okay, so let's jump into customer monetization. This is another key part of the Arm5 formula. So customer monetization comes down to making bigger offers to your best customers and creating 80-20 revenue in your e-commerce business. That means getting 20% of your list to produce 80% of your revenue, okay? That's what 80-20 is all about, okay? Making 80% of your company's revenue from 20% of your list. And the goal is to maximize customer lifetime value, the number one metric of every business. Why? Well, the reason why? The reason why customer monetization is important is because you need to make sure that your customer lifetime value is at maximum value, because that's going to give you more return on your advertising and your marketing, whether it's time or money. That's also going to keep bringing in revenue in your business, even if you're not advertising, even if you're not spending money on marketing, because your customer lifetime value is optimal because of your follow-up processes and your business's efforts in getting people to buy again and again and again. That's why it's so important. So what are some offer examples you can make to your customers to get them to spend more? These are all great examples: bundles, subscriptions, deluxe VIP premium versions of your offers, events, bulk orders, affiliate offers, memberships. These are all incredible customer monetization offers. Now, if you don't have these offers, create or source them, okay? Think opportunistically. Don't think with limiting thoughts, because every business has an opportunity to add more offers to their business. You can do that many different ways, okay? You can do that through affiliates. You can do that through drop shipping. So there's many different ways you can add more and more offers to your business. Or you can just ask. You can ask your best customers, how can we provide more value to you? And you can get a lot of valuable feedback from that, which then can lead you to finding a product or creating a product, whether digital or physical or service-based, okay? So what is the most common customer monetization funnel? Well, it's very similar to the funnel you saw with the activation funnel system. It's identical, actually. It's driving people to a sales page with a offer that's targeting your customers, and then they go through an order form, then they go through an upsell and downsell process, okay? So here are some keys when it comes to customer monetization. The more offers you make, the more money that you make. Again, this is the guiding principle in having these multiple systems and not just focusing on the front end of your marketing, which is acquiring customers. Use higher ticket digital or subscription offers to offer more value to your best customers. Use actual funnels to drive customers to your monetization offers. Use a proper product funnel so you can properly maximize average order value from every returning customer that comes through. Use digital advertising, emails, SMS marketing, and Facebook Messenger marketing to drive traffic. And then when customer lifetime value is maximized, you can afford a higher cost per acquisition, cost per customer, when advertising to get customers, okay? All right, so we're getting to the end here. I've been going through this a little bit fast, but I definitely want to hear back from you, whether you're catching this live right now or whether you're coming back to this and you're seeing it later. Have you seen breakthroughs so far during this mini class? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Give me a heart, give me a comment, give me a hell yes, give me something. So this way I know that you've seen breakthroughs from this math mini class. Now I want you also to take a moment and imagine if the Arm5 formula works for you and you start banking 10,000 per month, 20,000 per month, 50,000 per month, or even over 100,000 per month, okay? Most of the companies that we've worked with have been making 100,000 plus per month, especially by the time that we are done making our impact on them, okay? So this is entirely doable with the Arm5 formula. Imagine if you have one day that you make this much, 145,000, just like a company did working with us. Imagine if that was you. Or 333,000 during a Black Friday sale, or 1,682% ROAS, during a week in March. What if that was you? So what should you do next? What can you do to improve your marketing and get better results? Well, for one, you need to put the work in. or you'll continue to be stuck struggling to have success, predictability, and scalability since you are not using the Arm5 formula to properly monetize your traffic, especially from advertising. So your e-commerce company's growth becomes much easier when you are acquiring customers cost effectively and you are maximizing customer lifetime value from predictable digital advertising traffic. Your business becomes much easier. It becomes what my friend Joe likes to say, an elf business: easy, lucrative, and fun. Okay? So it comes down to this one thing. You want to know what it is? It comes down to this: execution. It comes down to executing. It comes down to precision. It comes down to following a map, following a blueprint. That's what it comes down to. So you can either take these lessons and try to execute them yourself, or you can continue what you just discovered today by doing this with me and my coaches. Doing this together, we can help you. And we can help you have less risk, less frustrations, less wasted money, and less headaches in my flagship program, the Arm5 Formula Accelerator. This is my program where I help companies over 12 months scale and grow their business. It's led by myself, but I also have other coaches. I have a copywriting coach that has done over 400 million in sales from his copywriting. I have advertising coaches that have done over 500 million from advertising in their experience. So you have access to all these coaches. It's a private, exclusive group where we give everybody equal attention weekly. And on top of that, we give you templates that are proven and tested that have made millions, hundreds of millions, literally, dollars from their use. And you get access to bonuses and more in the Arm5 Formula Accelerator, which is also a action-based results guaranteed program, or your money back. And this program will help you implement all 9 key systems of the Arm5 formula, following our processes exactly, and also getting our guidance, so this way you see similar results in your business. Okay, so what's included in the Arm5 Formula Accelerator? So this is all that's included. For one, as I mentioned before, you have an actions-based money-back results guarantee. Okay, you also get access to all these tested, proven email follow-up systems. You get all these. These are the most popular ones, but you get a lot more as well. So you get abandoned cart sequences, upsell and cross-sell sequences, double order sequences, customer acquisition sequences, affiliate promotion sequences, and also customer activation sequences as well, plus many others. There's over 32 email campaigns with multiple emails in each of those to help you get better results from your email marketing. Okay, and then let me explain who this is for, so this way you can really make sure that this is for you. So this is for someone that's driven, hungry for success, hardworking, and coachable, and sees the value of working with a mentor. This is also for someone that isn't happy with current results. This is for someone that is frustrated with the experience that they've had with advertising, marketing, and their e-com store, that sees the value in getting help. This is also for someone that wants more time in their lives and business. Now, is this you? Okay. This is also for established e-commerce businesses. So if you're brand new, if you don't have an e-commerce business, this isn't for you unless you're looking to launch and you have a plan already, you have products. If you're looking to launch in the next 90 days or less, then this definitely could be for you. But ideally, it's for someone that already has an e-commerce business, already has a business that's selling products. You know, you may not be selling a lot, but you're selling products already. And you're making some money in your business, but it's probably up and down, and you're trying to fix that. You want consistency and predictability in your business. You want to get past that stuck stage, and you want to scale up to 100,000 in sales per month. So if you're somewhere in between 10,000 to 50,000 in sales per month, then this program is going to be a rocket ship for you. If you're less than 10,000 per month, we can still help you get to 100,000 per month, but it's going to take a lot more time, a lot more work, and it's going to take some patience as well. So we can help you regardless of what stage you're in. Those are the 2 stages that most of our clients in the Arm5 Formula Accelerator are in. Okay, and on top of that too, they see the potential. They know that they can grow fast over the next 3 to 12 months if they have the Arm5 Formula blueprint, and they have guidance, and they have templates. They know that they can get there. They can also budget at least $500 in ads each month to fully see the benefits of the Arm5 formula. Also, they want to generate more sales from their e-com business. They also want to, they can handle increased demand of their products with their supply chain, because demand will go up with the Arm5 formula and our guidance throughout this program. Okay, so if that's you, if that sounds like you, and you want to get past where you're stuck, you want to get past your challenges, the problems in your business, you want to get better at marketing, you want to get better at advertising, you want to see greater gains or gains in general from your advertising. You also want to systematize your marketing efforts. This way you have consistency, you have effectiveness, and you're able to not only acquire customers consistently and profitably, but you're also able to take your leads and take your customers and get them to spend money or spend more money. Then this is for you, and I'd love to work with you in my Arm5 formula. Now, this isn't for everybody. This is an exclusive program. I invite you to apply for my program to work with me and my set of coaches, okay? So if you're interested in applying, the next steps is to go to arm5formula.com, or you can text apply, the keyword apply, to 938-444-8045. That's text the keyword apply to 938-444-8045 to be considered for the Arm5 Formula Accelerator, okay? And just for taking this first step, just for considering it, not for joining the program, but just for considering it, this is what you get for going through this process, booking a call, and submitting a very basic application for working with us in my company. You get a free 30 to 45 minute, no obligation discovery call with me, and companies pay me at least $1,000 per hour, so you're getting $500 worth of value with my time. You're also getting an opportunity for a free copy of my 2 books, which I showed you earlier, Facebook Advertising Trends and Strategies for E-commerce, 2019 and 2020 edition. And you also get our conversion flight rules guide, so you can maximize your website and funnel conversions, which is a $20 value, okay? You also get our e-commerce success toolkit, which is another $20 value, which includes these incredible, impactful, powerful tools that you can use on a consistent basis in your e-commerce business, which I've highlighted a few of those today: the ROAS calculator, the optimization tracking sheet, and also something that I have not highlighted, which is this right here on the right, the perfect Facebook ad strategy for e-commerce businesses roadmap. So this is the step-by-step process for getting effective Facebook advertising performance, okay? So overall, you get this much value just for taking this light first step, $569.98, just for going to arm5formula.com or texting apply to 938-444-8045 to be considered for my Arm5 Formula Accelerator program and for arranging a call and speaking with us. You're getting all this for free, just for spending some time with us, to talk with us, to see if the Arm5 Formula Accelerator is the right mutual fit, okay? All right, so at the end of this, you've got 3 choices. You've got, number 1, do nothing, which I doubt is gonna happen because I know you're an action taker. I believe in the best in everybody, and I know that you're gonna take action, you're gonna put the work in, you're gonna grow your e-commerce business. Now, if you're gonna do that, there's 2 different ways that you can do that. You can, 1, go at this alone, which maybe you have been doing, and end up possibly spending tens of thousands, maybe even more, maybe hundreds of thousands, figuring this stuff out on your own, wasting time, money, progress, and your sanity potentially along the way, okay? Or you can consider working with me and my coaches directly and have a peace of mind knowing that you are leaning on an expert that knows how to scale e-commerce businesses to 7, 8 figures with a proven process in my Arm5 formula, which is honed from over 8 years of e-commerce experience, okay? So, you don't have to take my word for it. You can actually listen to this testimonial from Tony directly. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this and you can listen to it. Oop. Try that again, here we go.
Hello, my name is Dr. Anthony Martin, and I'm the president and CEO of Martin Clinic. We operate a multiple 7-figure e-commerce business as well as a actual clinic and an actual retail location. So needless to say, we're pretty busy here on our end. I started working with Josh back in March of this past year. And to be honest with you, I was hesitant at first to give up my Facebook ads. I always, as an entrepreneur, you always tend to want to do everything yourself. And, speed was important. The ability to act quickly was important. And that's why I was, hesitant to use an outside agency. But like anything else, I found I was becoming a clog in the drain. I was slowing things down more than I realized. So anyways, I went with Josh, and, so far with him, we spent, in terms of ad spend, about $21,000, a little bit more than that. But the return on ad spend has been $322,000 plus. So it's just absolutely killing it in terms of return on investment. So, it's been fantastic working with them. They're fast. Their copy's good. Their ad's good. And I'm hitting all my KPIs, which is awesome. I mean, he's doing better than I was doing myself. And then it frees me up as well to go run my company and kind of guide my company rather than doing the day-to-day stuff. So again, I can't recommend Josh enough for your ads, and he's been doing some Google stuff for me as well, and he's been knocking it out of the park. So very excited to be working with him.
All right, so by taking this action and booking a call and speaking with us, here are a few different ways that this can work out. Number one, you're going to come away with a lot of great ideas, clarity, and direction, which is valuable because you're going to be getting that from over 8 years of experience. Two, I may put you in touch with someone that you would be a great fit to work with if we are not the best fits for each other. I'm only going to offer to help you if I know for sure that we're the best fits for each other. Or three, I think you'll be a great client for us because I feel confident that we can meet your expectations and help you get results in your business, okay? And again, taking this light first step and booking a call, submitting a basic application, you're going to get $598 of free value, okay? Now, this is only available on a first come, first serve basis. We're only taking a few companies here in April into our Arm5 Formula Accelerator. And the reason why is because we really have to control how many companies we work with. We want to keep it very exclusive. We want to give people equal attention, and we only work with 10 companies at any one given time, okay? And the reason why is because we know with this number, we can confidently deliver incredible results and experiences. And that's based on planning with our infrastructure, bandwidth, and also our resources, okay? Just to be completely upfront. So if you're seeing this now, it means I have openings to work with you. And as I mentioned, this is a first come, first serve opportunity to work with me and my coaches to get access to all the resources, the templates that are worth over hundreds of millions of dollars, and get access to all the training in implementing the Arm5 formula into your business. This is a first come, first serve opportunity. So if this is you, if you are ready to blow past what's stopping you right now from growing your business further, which is ideally your marketing performance, which is your marketing intelligence, which is becoming a better marketer, and you need systems, you need processes, you need a strategy, you need to be shown how to create a strategy that works for your business. You need ongoing coaching, guidance, and help. This way you can get what you need when you need it, and you can blow past future challenges, and you can keep growing your business and getting better and better results, and you can grow your business to 100,000 in sales per month. If that's you, then go ahead and go to arm5formula.com, or the quickest way is to text apply to 938-444-8045. If you're outside the United States, area code is 1. Do it right now to apply for the Arm5 Formula Accelerator today, to book a call and see if the Arm5 Formula Accelerator is a good fit for you. All right, thank you guys for watching this mini class. I appreciate it. I'll stay on for a little bit and see if anybody has any questions or needs anything at all. So that is it. All right. Okay. Well, it looks like people are. Let me see here. Let me just change this out a little bit. Cool. All right. Okay. All right. Well, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. I've got a meeting to go to, so I'm gonna jump off. Definitely check this out. And like I said, I challenge you to take action. Take action from this. This way you can grow and scale your business as fast as possible. All right, talk to you guys soon.